What if everything you've been told about women in Islam and Christianity isn't the full truth? What if history itself holds answers that challenge popular beliefs? Today we're breaking down the real role of women in both Islam and Christianity. We'll separate fact from fiction, expose hidden truths, and uncover what religious texts, history, and even modern society have to say. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might change your perspective forever. Before we begin, if you want more eye-opening discussions based on real evidence, make sure to subscribe to Xiltire Pro and turn on notifications. Throughout history, women have played a pivotal role in shaping societies. But how do Islam and Christianity truly define a woman's status? Are they seen as equal to men, or merely submissive followers? Today, we'll analyze this from three key perspectives. First, religious texts. What do the Quran and the Bible say about women? Second, historical treatment. How were women treated in Islamic versus Christian history? And third, modern impact. How does each religion influence women's rights today? And here's a question to think about. If one religion truly liberated women, why do we still see so many misconceptions? Let's start with the most important source of truth, religious texts. In Islam, the Quran has an entire chapter dedicated to women, Surah An-Nisa, or the women. It directly addresses women's rights, inheritance, marriage, and justice. One powerful verse states, "O mankind, indeed, we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another." Quran 49:13. This verse sets absolute equality between men and women in value and purpose. In Christianity, the Bible contains various verses about women, but the interpretations differ greatly. For example, "Let your women keep silent in the churches, for they are not permitted to speak, but they are to be submissive." 1 Corinthians 14:34. This verse has led to centuries of debate about a woman's role in Christianity. So here's a question for you. Why does Islam have a dedicated chapter for women's rights, while Christian teachings have often been interpreted as restricting them? Now let's look at historical reality. In early Islam, women were given property rights, the ability to own businesses, and the right to divorce, long before Europe even considered these ideas. Khadija, R.A., the wife of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, was a successful businesswoman who supported him financially and emotionally. Aisha, R.A., was a scholar and political leader teaching thousands of students after the Prophet's death. In Christian history for centuries, Christian Europe denied women basic rights. They couldn't own property, vote, or even participate in religious leadership. The church often opposed women's education, and figures like Joan of Arc were seen as threats rather than leaders. So why is Islam often accused of oppressing women, when history shows otherwise? Now let's talk about the modern world. Women in the Muslim world. Islam continues to empower women with rights in marriage, divorce, and education. Countries like Indonesia, Bangladesh, and Turkey have had female leaders, something even Western nations struggle with. Women in Christian societies, women's rights movements in Christian-majority countries, had to fight against centuries of church restrictions. Even today, many churches don't allow women to become priests. So which religion truly values women's rights? At the end of the day, facts don't lie. While both Islam and Christianity have influenced women's rights, history and religious texts suggest that Islam gave women their rights over 1,400 years ago, while the West is still catching up. So here's my challenge for you. If you believe in justice and truth, don't just listen, research it yourself. Look up Surah An-Nisa, read about women in Islamic history, and compare it to Christianity. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think Islam or Christianity treats women better? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Xiltire Pro for more eye-opening discussions. See you in the next video, where we break down more truths that the world needs to hear.